Good
Hey, there we
morning.
go.
Good morning, everybody. Looks like that worked. So welcome to the Sharbi weekly update. I am Lab. This is Hero. Sharbi is the queen of memes, the token that you are paid to hold. We have been around. We just passed our 1-year birthday, and we are in the process of developing a multi-chain bridge because we are a multi-chain coin that can be purchased on Ethereum, Shibarium, and Arbitrum, and maybe more someday. So we're here to update you. Thank you all for tuning in. How's it going, Hero?
It's going good. It's going good. Good job. The quick restart there.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think I
glad it
got.
worked. I'm glad it
Yeah.
worked because turning it on and off is the extent of my tech abilities. So if it didn't
Uh,
work, we were just going to go for it.
well, the Twitter stream is probably the biggest
I know.
viewership. It's been really great. I don't think it's kind of surprising to me that I don't see more people streaming video to their Twitter Spaces. I,
Yeah, true.
I actually don't see it at all.
Relatively speaking, it's been massively successful compared to the YouTube ones, and I think it's a little more. I don't know. There's something about it. It's at least different than all the Twitter Spaces, right? Like there's
Yeah.
something to that because there's just so many Twitter Spaces out there. So it's kind of cool to do. Did you
Yeah, and
post this new
YouTube.
YouTube link? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I did. Oh, the YouTube? No, no. I did, but it looks like there's some people in here already.
Yeah, I guess people figured it out. It's not rocket science. Okay.
uh,
They know how YouTube works.
yeah, yeah,
Oh man. Anyways, so what a week, yeah?
yeah. It's been a week. It's been a week. I would say it's one of the more stressful times. We've kind of had uh, this week, but in the end, like um, just the community's patience and the reception we've gotten around the bridge and from everyone else. I mean, I think at this point, like people are just used to it. It's as sad as it is to say.
Well, I
You know,
think I think it's a little bit of that, but honestly, I don't know. You're not probably giving yourself enough credit. I think people know, like, look, we're not scammers, like to some degree. Obviously, people that are brand new to the project probably not in the same boat, but um, we're not. We're here. We're real. We're not full of crap.
yeah, right,
So
right.
it's been a
I guess
long
we're
enough
addressing
road.
it. Right. We're addressing it head on, right? Like if there's a problem, we're going to tell you guys, we're going to let you know what's going on, and we're going to keep you updated because I think that that's what we were missing before, right? In our Sharby world, like there was so much that we didn't know, and we never knew what was going on. Even our whale group and our doubt, we had no idea what was happening all the time, right? Like we thought for 7 months there was this grand plan,
Yeah,
but we want everyone to be part of it. We want everyone to be part of the journey. So if we have frustrations, we're going to share them with you, and
for sure.
you know, um, and there have been some, but in the end, some good things happened from it. So I think that we're as we get this done and released, the delay that it really is going to be just kind of a little blip that ends up having a better product. So
For sure, for sure. And I think Twitter is such a, or not Twitter, crypto is such a weird world as far as project expectations and the way that tech stuff works, as I understand it, is that it generally does not happen according to your best wishes and intentions. There's just bugs and things like that that come up, and like you said before, we've tested this bridge for quite a while, and then you get it out there, and there's a couple more bugs that need addressed and things like that, and they're all pretty minor and just like not background stuff, front front round stuff.
Yeah, front end.
Yeah, front end, like little stupid errors and things like that. But I think we're pretty optimistic it'll all be taken care of relatively quickly, if not today. Uh, Hopefully by Monday.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so we did. We tested pretty heavily for a couple of weeks, and we were very happy with the end result. Right, like we kept finding things, reporting it back. There was, kind of a lot of back and forth to get to the point where it was really working well. And we were using it in live environment with just basically a whitelist for our DAO, which some people found a way around somehow. There were some big transfers that were happening, so the bridge was capable of handling some big transfers as well. But really, it was supposed to be a push button. So we were like, okay, we can schedule a time, and so we scheduled a time. We were ready to roll out, and basically we went to go switch it over to live, and Solidity said, "Oh, we have an update that needs to roll out before you go live." And it was like, wait a second, like we've been working on this, and you've known we were going live for days, and they were working on this update, and they never even told us.
Yeah, kind of
So
poor communication.
yeah, and there's been some of that, but also in the end, the product is so good that it's going to be worth it. But it's been a lot of back and forth. But it came down to, okay, you need to load this, but then it said, well, you need to load this, and you need to relaunch everything. And so basically all the contracts had to be redeployed as well, which ended up having all our liquidity that was in the current bridge needed an off ramp to be able to put it back into the new contracts. And so it's just kind of that process, right? Like of one thing kind of led to more things, and it's happening. It's working. It's we're there. We do have a lot of our liquidity back in the bridge. There's still a couple of transactions that are kind of being worked on, and we're waiting for our morning communication from Solidity right now. Their head dev is in California, so we're waiting on that. And yeah, that's kind of the latest update on our status for Fetch.
Yeah, good update. So that's all the dirty details, and
Right.
we're just going to be real with you. That's where it's at. It's happening. It's coming. Thank you for the patience from everybody, and it's going to be here pretty dang quick, and it's going to be awesome. I think we're all still super excited. It was really nice to see a lot of excitement in the chat this week, a lot of excitement in the chart this week. And I think that's going to continue as people see this thing actually roll out in action. So I don't know if we didn't announce Fetch at the last update, huh? Here's a cool.
Yeah.
Or did
Yeah.
we?
I mean, we've announced Fetch at this point.
No, I mean
but we haven't.
in the last
Oh no.
weekly update.
No.
So here's my Fetch video. Oh yeah. So for anyone who gets all their news just from the Sharbi weekly update, which might be nobody, but it is a weekly update for a reason. So
That's right.
The name of the bridge is Fetch. We've it's supposed to be like a dog fetching something, right?
Yeah, right. It's kind of funny because like Bad AI, the bot actually had like a really great post of Fetch and what the naming concept, and it was like kind of perfect because it was like talking about how like like a dog fetches a bone. You know, this bridge fetches your digital currency off the blockchain. It was like, yeah, that's great. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think Fetch as a name just fits so perfectly. And then the logo turned out great. You know, our branding, you know, is just another thing, right? Like the Powered by Sharbi is gonna eventually have so many products under it. I think that we're all just gonna have, you know, Powered by Sharbi, and having them all, you know, named in such a great way. I mean, it looks great. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love Fetch, and we've actually been keeping this one a secret since. Like we wanted to drop it on. I wanted to drop it on our birthday.
yeah,
You know, there was a lot of press releases that came out on Wednesday, which I think has had an effect on our Ethereum chart. We've
for
been seeing
sure.
a lot of F buys, which has been awesome. Our charts, I think two of our three were over a million. I think Siberium's just under a million now, but they're holding steady. I mean, we're what 2.5 times from our bottom at this point, where we kind of bottomed out on the charts, and it's been a steady, nice growth. I'm very happy with, you know, where we're at, and you know, we're still 20 times to all-time high, where, you know, all-time high where we had nothing, and now we have so much, you know, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the great thing, just a reminder, as this bridge gets going, you know, we're anticipating a lot of transactions, and we are going to be burning Sharbi with those transactions as well as SHIB. So we expect that to really start to have a pretty good impact. I mean, we're shooting for uh, 10 cents per transaction, right?
Yeah, we've committed to 10 cents per transaction.
Yeah, so it's not hard to imagine, like, especially for where our market cap is, that is potentially very significant as Siberium picks up some steam. Um, Big things are happening behind the scenes there. We ourselves have a big partnership announcement coming up involving Siberium. So we know there's definitely things that are cooking there, and the timing is pretty great, almost by design. So.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, next week is one of our biggest partnerships to date, and you know, something I think we're all going to be excited about. And yeah, I'm not going to say too much more because I think that you know, it's coming next week. We're going to have an AMA with our with this group, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good one. And we have some plans with this group as well. So pretty cool. Speaking of partners, Mars Swap has said that they will add our bridge to their decks. So there will be a bridge link to the Sharbi bridge or to Fetch. I can't call it the Sharbi bridge anymore. I can actually say the name. So there will be a Fetch link directly from Mars Swap. I know Cryptic has also said that they're going to put it on their app, and you know, the link there. We'll submit to get it on the Siberium section as well, where they have their applications. But I think we should have some pretty amazing exposure. I know we have a lot of excitement because I'm getting crazy DMs and all that, waiting
Awesome.
to use it. So
I think something else about this bridge is that part of the design, and this is step two, but just to kind of give people a taste of what our plans are, is that this bridge will fairly easily be able to add other tokens to it, as far as if there are other projects that want to become multi-chain, which, you know, we feel pretty strongly is going to be a narrative that continues to build in this bull cycle. It's a pretty I would say, hot buzzword right now, and we think we're in good position to provide that service to other meme coins or just other projects in general that want to be able to bridge tokens and be between chains. I think there's a lot of possibility here for especially as Ethereum prices, everyone's upset about Ethereum gas right now, and like nothing's even going on yet. Like we're at the tip of the beginning of the bull cycle, and like we're already at almost peak gas prices from last cycle, I feel like. And so I don't know, I know Ethereum's supposed to have an update or a fork or something that's going to improve things, but let me tell you, boys and girls, I have heard that before, and I have never been impressed with the improvement to gas prices. So, to me, I'm going into this assuming that 6 months, 8 months from now, to do a swap in Ethereum is going to cost you $400 in some cases, and so pretty easily probably. So to me, there's going to be projects that maybe are on Ethereum now that it's going to make a lot of sense to have an option where people can purchase the same token on Arbitrum or on Shibarium, and that's a service that we are looking to provide. So if anybody knows any projects that they think would be interested, please connect them with Hero or I. And it's a little bit down the road, but not that far. That's part of our plans.
No, I mean, not even really a little bit down the road. I think that as soon as we launch, this is where we roll into, right?
For sure. We need somebody that wants to start working with us, but we're ready to start. Obviously it's going to take a little bit of time, but you're right. Like if anybody knows a project that would be interested in something like that, we're definitely ready for the conversation.
And I do have right now 3 projects that are actually interested and we're in communication with. One, we would have to add BSC to the bridge, which is something we've been told is easy to do. So we also have the ability to add any EVM chain, and I don't remember what that acronym stands for right off. Virtual machine, something virtual.
Nobody knows.
That's what makes it sexy. But we have the ability to add any EVM chain as well, and we have 3 projects, and one of them is actually our partner one of our partner projects that is interested. So there is some capability to add more projects and coins to this very quickly. But first step, roll out what we have and get it going. But when we have more chains, more projects, and there's transactions happening regularly, that's all bringing in revenue into our ecosystem. And Lab and I can definitely speak to this. Having zero revenue and having a project where you have zero revenue gets very costly. Out of pocket, our group has just constantly come out of pocket for things. And, I mean, selflessly, many of our group has done this for a long time. And I mean, out of belief for what we have, erotic virtual machine. I knew it.
I think that
I set that up.
Official definition.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I lost track of what
I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, no, you're just saying like, yeah, the having revenue, which I think the potential here is massive, and it's all going to come back to the community. Like everything is so huge right now as far as, I'm not necessarily saying like directly, like obviously we're going to have expenses, but those expenses are all to build Sharbi, and whether that's marketing or other product development. I mean, it's sort of crazy right now, but like, this is a real thing. This is more than a meme coin. Like this is a group of people that have come together and really created something here that is like maybe what crypto was actually supposed to be.
Right, right. It's
kind of
such a story. It's such a story. It's such a story of like triumph and overcoming and like, but also like this just bringing people together that and our group is very dynamic. It's very from all over the place.
yep.
Everyone has such crazy different personalities. And the fact that all of us are like together working in the way we do, it's very interesting. It's it's such an interesting dynamic. There's it's pretty crazy. Just the story of Sharbi and like I can't wait to see like this kind of come out. As we grow, like I feel like there's definitely some psychological studies here. It's not a movie.
Yeah, agreed. So it's been cool to watch, and I think it's just gonna we're at the precipice of awesomeness. So good things
Yeah,
happening.
I like that word. I like that. That needs to be a meme. Write that down.
We'll see what I can do.
But you know what? Right now, my target is 100 transactions a day, and I don't think that. I think that's very small. I think that's very small thinking. But 100 transactions a day would bring us, over $300 a day in profit after cost. $300 a day in revenue for us would be game changing. I mean, we have done everything where, even like, we're like, hey, can, somebody sponsor $30 here? Like, like that's what we're doing right now, right? Like, can somebody, do this? And to have like a bank that, or a treasury, where we're able to put money in, invest it other places and continue investing other places and put it back into the project in places we need, like, updating DEX tools. That's something we've just been putting off because the cost isn't worth the, where we could spend it other places right now, right? Just like small things that actually need to get done. I can't wait. I can't wait to have this happen.
Your commentary there reminds me of so I think one of the reasons that Sharbi works and what I'm going to say is it sort of reminds me of I'm a happily married man that's been married for over a decade, and I think that's something, right? Like that's kind of hard to do in many cases. And one of the things that I tell people is the secret to a happy marriage is like you just can't keep score. Like you just got to be committed to giving what you can give and be accepting of whatever else everybody else can give because everyone's in a different place, and you got to be cool with that. And like that's a big piece of having that relationship work. And I think that's one of the things that's made Sharbi work is like nobody's keeping score. Like nobody's worried about, oh, hey, am I going to get, this back when I put it in, or hey, this guy didn't put in as much as me. Like we just go hard and like we're just there for each other. And so
yeah.
Anyways,
awesome.
that's my marriage advice for the Sharbi group. Some might be shocked to know I'm happily married, but with 5 kids, so that's something.
Right.
Which, speaking of,
they're all home right now.
They're all home, so this has to be a short one. I got one of them trying to come in here. But anything else we need to say?
Shoot. So did the bridge MMA? Do we want to?
Oh yeah, let me try and I was gonna show this if it'll. I just think this is so freaking cool.
It is. They did such a great job.
And I'm not a video game nerd by any means, so some people might not think it's as cool as me, but that's okay. This one. There we go. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, so this is I think they released this week, right? This is Sharbi gameplay from the beta, which is not live yet, but soon. Yeah.
Yeah, they said this. They said that they were hoping to have it this week, but it should be out next week. So Sharbi should be in the beta as of next week, and it should be playable to everyone. So big thing for MMA. Those guys have been awesome to work with too, and yeah, it's super exciting. Yeah, Sharbi turned out awesome.
I know. I love it. I love it so much. Like they really crushed it. And I would say if you haven't already, you can go to their Twitter, and which is Meme Alliance FPS, and they've got a bunch of these demo videos to watch. But the thing looks solid. I mean, as far as games developed by blockchain projects, first-person shooter, I don't know. It's probably the best I've seen as far as I haven't played it, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
well, there's also going to be a marketplace where you can use Sharbi to buy items, and they are going to have like a lotto that burns Sharbi too coming out eventually. Yeah, it's like it's just it's crazy. Some of the connections you end up making and how
I know,
you make.
man. That's the thing right now. Oh, that was the other thing we were going to tease. So next week, Chuki should be releasing their Busta Rhymes music video.
Yeah, on the 20th.
Sharbi also.
Yeah, on the 20th. And I've seen the preview. Sharbi is probably
she's like the main character.
She's like the main character. She's they made her a badass, which is cool. In the Busta Rhymes video, she's kind of the main character. So, and I feel like in this game, like Sharbi's gonna be one of the most played characters. Like you have your female character, and she looks great, and really, why would you want to play Pepe? I mean,
right? you gotta look at Frog Butt all day.
I mean, he looks awesome, but
Yeah, I much prefer sexy dog boobs.
That's right. Do you want to do your meme video before we as an outro?
Yeah, I can do that. All right, we're gonna say goodbye. Well, maybe not. I don't have it pulled up. I have to renew because we switched. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will keep you posted on the bridge. Hopefully, if not today, yeah, we'll have an update for sure today if it doesn't go live within the next few days for sure. But thank you again, everyone, for the patience. It's coming, and as you can see, there's just so much freaking stuff happening, and it's just gonna get crazier. Like this is the place to be. It's exciting, man, and the market cap is still just so tempting. So
20 times to all-time high right now, and I mean we haven't started buying and burning. We haven't started with our revenue. Like we have so much built out that we never had. Like it's insane. Like looking at our market cap and what potential we have. Like I think we're setting up perfectly. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon.